Since the day Kylian Mbappe signed for Paris Saint-Germain from Monaco as an 18-year-old in 2017, there has been a sense of inevitability that he would at some stage move on to Real Madrid. From widely circulated pictures of the French forward in his childhood bedroom surrounded by pictures of Cristiano Ronaldo, to what in more recent years has become a public mutual courtship between the player and Europe's most gloried club, the only thing surprising about Mbappe's mooted move to Madrid is that it hasn't already happened. Finally, this summer will bring an end to a transfer saga that by now measures about 3 De Gea to Real Madrid's, 2 Hazard to Chelsea's and half a Gaetan to Manchester United. Mbappe's PSG contract will expire. He will not renew it. And while a move to Madrid has not yet been announced, it's the worst kept secret since Antonio Conte's hair transplant. Watch all 4 days of the Masters exclusively live on Sky Sports for just £22 extra a month. When he goes, PSG will lament that he will be someone else's superstar. But as they find themselves no longer reaching for the paracetamol to ease near constant Mbappe-induced headaches, they might also be relieved that he will be someone else's problem. Madrid's first serious move to prize Mbappe from Paris came in 2021. After their interest was rebuffed, they returned again the following year, agreeing terms on a deal that would have taken the player to the Bernabeu as a free agent that summer. But Mbappe made an unexpected U-turn and instead decided to stay with the Ligue 1 side. So desperate were PSG to retain Mbappe in 2022 that they not only made him the highest paid player in the world, they also took the unprecedented, and, frankly, bonkers, step of affording him a degree of control over the club's transfer policy. If that wasn't enough to further inflate his ego, the fact that the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, personally called the player to plead with him to stay would certainly have swelled his sense of self-importance. And Mbappe was just 16 games into that deal when rumors circulated that he wanted out the following January, unimpressed by the transfer dealings over which he had been bafflingly granted sway and dismayed at being asked to play as a number 9. PSG refused to sell, but comments made the following summer by Leonardo, who'd recently been sacked after 3 years as sporting director at the Parc des Princes, urged an end to Mbappe's unhealthy dominion. For the good of PSG, I think the time has come for Mbappe to go, no matter what, he told L'Équipe. Paris Saint-Germain existed before Kylian Mbappe and it will exist after him. He's been in Paris for 6 years and, over those 6 seasons, 5 different clubs have won the Champions League, none of which had Mbappe in their ranks. That means it's entirely possible to win this competition without him. The club didn't exactly heed Leonardo's warning. The 2-year deal Mbappe signed in 2022 included an option for a further year that, at the start of this season, the World Cup winner confirmed he would not exercise. And so began an intensification of the circus that has long surrounded Mbappe. A €300 million bid from the Saudi Pro League was accepted, but he turned down the move. Then PSG decided that, if he refused to accept an immediate transfer, they'd ostracize him until he agreed to a renewal. That tactic was never likely to work. No player wields as much power and influence over a top continental club as Mbappe does at PSG. At this point, he is a monster of their own bungled creation. He was pictured in the stands for PSG's opening game against Lorient in August, smiling and joking as the reigning champions failed to break down a side that had finished 10th the previous season.